This is AirNetwork.net. Welcome to it. Tonight's Huntingdon Little League All-Star Game is presented by Rick Singleton Reynolds, William Penn Highway, Huntingdon, and by the Ike Taylor Show, coming this fall to the Air Network. Game is also brought to you by Fike Brothers Carpet One, Groves Incorporated, the Moose Family Center, number 223, Huntingdon, Brandman's Meat Markets in Huntingdon and Mount Union, Prayer Mountain Monument of Huntingdon, Concert at the Caves coming July 9th and 10th. Also by Stone Town Gallery Cafe and Wine Bar, Cloudminders in downtown Huntingdon, and M&T Vacuum Systems, Huntingdon and Lewistown, and by the Huntingdon County Drop-In Center. And now here with all the action of tonight's game are Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld on the Air Network.
And good evening from the Hollidaysburg Little League Field, nestled in between the Hollidaysburg Tiger Stadium for football and the YMCA here in Hollidaysburg off Route 36. We've got another gorgeous night for baseball, don't we, Mr. Weld?
Yes, we do.
And looking over the Hollidaysburg, some big kids over there on their side as well. The Kratzer boy caught my attention. He'll be playing first base for him tonight.
Yeah, he looks like he could be a stud.
Well, we'll find out here. We'll have some game action coming up here in about 8 or 9 minutes. And right now the crews are out there. They've just watered down the field, I think, for the second or third time since I showed up here this afternoon. And everything's lined. The nice new white bases are in and some final raking. So they're getting the field ready, and we'll be ready for this second game for Huntingdon in the District 11 tournament. And Hollidaysburg gets their first try out here this evening in the District 11 North. Huntingdon, of course, 7-4 winners over Mount Union on Monday evening. So they wind up here this evening. So Huntingdon would like to go to 2-0. That would really put you in the driver's seat in this tournament. But either way, one of these teams are walking away here tonight with their first loss. And I do believe we have an interview here. I think Greg was able to talk with Marty Everhart, manager of Huntingdon. So we'll throw it back to the Air Network studios for that.
Things seem to go well for you guys on Monday night with the bats, huh?
Yeah, the bats were okay. We hit well, and we played defense well and pitched well.
Come back, I'll have
enough to win the game.
Are you going to use the same lineup as Monday night?
No, we're going to add a little bit more pop in the lineup tonight. I think we're going to start Jake Rigby at first, which his back on the year was pretty well. He had a couple.
You might want to kill your mics, okay? And you had Dalton and also Travis that cranked out some home runs throughout the year as well.
Yes.
All right. So what are we going to do against Hollidaysburg this evening? Obviously, these guys are new to you as well. Any strategy?
Me and Gail Miller were talking about it. We may have to use a little bit of the small ball like you were talking about there the other day.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping is that we hit well. We really don't know very much about this team.
Okay. Hey, listen, if you actually win tonight, you will get a break for a while, at least through the holiday weekend, and you resume again on Tuesday. Is that correct?
That is correct, Steve.
All right. Well, what do you want to tell the gang tonight about how to play ball? I mean, what are you going to talk to your players about?
Like I usually tell them, we play good defense, we hit well, do our backup, cut off, and we'll win the game.
All right. Hey, well, best of luck to you, Marty, and also the Huntingdon All-Stars tonight.
Thank you very much, Steve.
That's Marty Everhart, of course, the coach of the Huntingdon All-Stars. Hey, Jeff, just for your information, you may want to try to mute your phone. I think we're picking up stuff from your phone in addition to your headphones, so just keep that in mind as we move forward tonight.
We'll welcome in our partner, Hunter Weld, here this evening, and you give us the starting lineups for tonight's game.
First baseman, Jacob Rigby.
For Hollidaysburg, batting shortstop and first.
The pitcher, Ryan Hack.
Brozenovich, that's it.
The third baseman,
the right
Trenton Cook.
Braden Quadman.
The catcher, Ryan Marshall.
We have the pitcher, that'll be Will McConnell.
The first baseman,
the right fielder,
Mitchell
C.J. Moore.
Kratzer.
And Austin East up in left field.
And the left
fielder,
fielder, Josh Hollibaugh.
And he's followed by the catcher, that is
Nate Stell.
And
for the substitutes,
Waddell is at center field. Jake McGinnis,
number 41,
base, and
Cole
Nate Anderson, second base. And turn the page there
number
and go over the Huntingdon lineup.
Huntingdon.
And
Batting
number
first,
24,
playing center
Gunner
field, Alex
Singleton.
Cooper. Batting second, shortstop, Dalton Carper.
And for the coaches,
Batting third, second base, Tyson
the
Cook.
manager, Marty Everhart.
Playing first, batting fourth, Jacob Rigby.
Todd Webber.
Fifth, Ryan Hack, pitching.
And
Sixth,
Dale
Brendan
Miller.
Cook playing third. Seventh, Ryan Marshall catching.
That is the starting roster for the Huntingdon
CJ
All-Stars.
Moore playing right field. And Joshua Hollabaugh playing left field.
All right, so there you have
And now
Huntingdon.
the starting
They're
roster
standing
for
up.
Hollidaysburg.
They are
Line
lined
up
up
on the
down
first
the
base
third
line as I
base
call
line
your
after
name.
being introduced here by the PA
The
announcer.
shortstop,
And
Evan
our coaching
Rosetti.
staff, of course, the manager is Marty Everhart. He's assisted
The
by
right fielder,
Gail
Brady
Miller and also Todd
Callahan.
Lemin. He helped out with the Pirates this year
The
in the
pitcher,
in the
Will
league. Also, some
McConnell.
younger guys who also helping, like we have Adam
The
Everhart,
first baseman,
Brett Stetchok, and
Mitchell
we have Mr.
Rapser.
Price down there also. So some good young guys involved here with
The
helping
left fielder,
get
Austin
all the
Easton.
practices and such in, and they're here to offer support this
The
evening as well.
catcher,
And
Nate Sal.
as for Hollidaysburg, they're dressed in, I guess
The
it would
center
be like
fielder, Alan
it's a really,
Waddle.
really dark navy blue jersey with the gray pants. Huntingdon with the
The
red
third
jerseys
baseman,
and
Jake
the gray pants. And
McGinnis.
those jerseys look really sharp this year for Huntingdon. They're really
And the
nice.
second baseman,
Yeah,
Dave
Marty
Anderson.
picked some good jerseys.
And yeah, the red, and they've got the white
And
shoulder
the
stripe, and
substitutes
then
are number
the
17,
blue numerals
Andrew
with the
Riddick.
white outlining. Really looks sharp, the Huntingdon
And
players.
number 20,
And
Ryan
we are at the
Frank.
Hollidaysburg Little League Field. Tonight, Huntingdon making the trip
On the
here.
injured
So
list, it's
two
number
road
83,
games. So hopefully,
Quentin
whatever we do
Riggleman.
here tonight, hopefully we're going to be home for a home game here at Huntingdon.
And the coaches
Either,
are
we're hoping for
Andrew
next Tuesday
Waddle.
night. That would mean that Huntingdon was a winner tonight, or Friday night. I
Tom
believe
Sell.
the person who loses this game will be back in action Friday night.
And Jim Callahan.
Union. So that's where we stand here with the District 11 in the
That is the
north.
starting
And then
roster
whenever
for
you look at the
Hollidaysburg.
South Division, that's where you find Somerset and Arbutus, and now I'm drawing a blank on the other one.
And now it's time for the national
West
anthem.
Suburban. That's it. Thanks for that. But time now for the national anthem. And the conclusion of the national anthem. Of course, the Little League players, they'll have the Little League pledge here. Beautiful
And
night
now
here
it's
in
time for the Little League
Hollidaysburg.
Oath.
Blue skies, just some white puffy clouds around, and we
I
just
will
stand
teach
about
all
4 miles
children
away
to play fair
from the curve
and
home
do their
base too.
best.
So
I will
we're in
positively
good baseball
support all
territory. But
managers,
tonight
coaches,
it's
and
all
players.
Little League District
I will
11 North
respect the
action
decision
with
of the
Huntingdon
umpire.
and Hollidaysburg.
I will praise a good effort
we having a
despite
little
the
problem. We couldn't
outcome
hear
of the game.
the manager's comments before the game, but I'm sure he's just looking for another solid performance. Is what.
All right,
what
ladies
is
and
needed
gentlemen,
tonight
now
to
it is
perform on
time
Monday
to
night
play
this
ball.
evening.
Yeah, Cook had a strong pitching performance. Went four innings, did pretty decent outing.
Okay. Ryan Hack came in relief and shut things down after that exciting fourth inning where Huntingdon went back up on top 7-4. They were never behind in that game, but then Ryan Hack came in and settled things down. There were no more runs played by either team in that game Monday night.
Yeah, fifth inning on, it was a great defensive.
Starting pitcher for Hollidaysburg, number 24,
Great
Will
defensive game.
McConnell.
All right, and out on the mound for Hollidaysburg this evening is Will McConnell, and good-sized kid, and he brings that ball right down over the top and right into the catcher. We'll see what happens whenever the batters step in there. Todd Lemin out giving some final instructions out there, and both Coach Miller and Marty Everhart outside the dugout at this point, giving Final look. Who's going to lead things off here tonight for Huntingdon? Can't imagine there's a whole lot of changes in the batting order from what we saw Monday evening. Allie Cooper will step up, number 2, and hopefully get him on base. The ball goes down. The warm-up tosses are done, and folks, we're ready for baseball. We've got Allie Cooper stepping in to the batter's box for the first at-bat here this evening. Gail Miller coaching third base. Marty Everhart over on first base. As his
leading off for the Huntingdon All-Stars,
the
center fielder number 2,
first base coach's box for years and years. So we are ready, and McConnell has the ball in his glove, and here we go, the first windup. And Cooper the second baseman, and second baseman tries to go down to the ground to haul it in, but can't. Ball goes out to the center fielder, and Huntingdon in business. First pitch, and we got ourselves a hit to start the game this evening.
Yep. Now we
the
got.
Single brings up the shortstop, number 12.
Now we got the shortstop, Dalton Carper.
All right, and Carper, of course, one of the big guns here on the Huntingdon team. If you heard on Monday evening, was able to hit a home run to lift Huntingdon up to a 7-4 advantage in that ball game. So you're in business. One pitch, and you've got a runner on. That's nice, aggressive baseball.
Yeah. Oh, another pitch.
Okay, another hit. Parker puts one out to the right fielder. Fields it off the ground quickly, gets it in. Now runners on first and second for Huntingdon as we move right on down the line. Just keep this up, guys.
Yeah, now we have second baseman Tyson.
The single brings up the second baseman, number 9.
He's one of those big, tall kids, too, that just like Parker is a threat at the bat anytime he's got it in his hands.
Yeah, he could take the game into his hands at any time.
Okay, and we have the one on the ground there from Trenton Cook out to the shortstop. He tosses over to third base, over to Jake McGinnis for the force out at third, gets the lead runner. So one out here in the top of the first inning with runners on first and second.
The fielder's choice brings up the first baseman, number 19, Jacob Rigby.
Now we got Jacob Rigby coming up.
Jacob Rigby getting the start this evening at first base. A swing and a miss. Huntingdon, the first 3 pitches, put the ball in play and have some runners. Now hopefully they can bring something across here and get off to another good start here this evening in Hollidaysburg. 0-1 the count to Rigby. That ball gets past the catcher, back to the backstop, and we're in safe at third base as Parker gets the pass ball and moves over to third base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Huntingdon. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count against Rigby, left-handed batter for Huntingdon. And get the base readjusted at third and knocked off, so everything's back in order. And here we go again with McConnell on the mound pitching. Rigby puts one past between the shortstop and the third baseman, and that's going to score both Parker and Cook. Huntingdon jumps out to an early 2-0 lead on the Rigby hit out to left field. So Huntingdon back in business just like on Monday night.
Just like Marty hoped, getting back at the bat.
That's right. Then I thought coming
in RBI, single brings up the pitcher, number 32, Ryan.
Just put a good solid defense behind that. You've got the makings for a winner. Boy, that Huntingdon squad is not holding back at all. Everyone's swinging at that first pitch, and now we have
got Ryan Hack, the pitcher.
Ryan Hack is in the batter's box now. He fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 the count against him. And the second pitch to him goes up high, 1-1. Hack is batting, and we've got Jacob Rigby, the first baseman for Huntingdon. He's over on first base. And a foul straight back, so now 1-2 the count on Hack. And Huntingdon would certainly like to keep this going. Just one out here. They were able to get a force out at third base to get a lead runner back earlier in the inning. But Huntingdon, Rigsby comes through with a 2 RBI hit and a swing and a miss by Hack. And that'll bring up the second out of the inning here in the top of the first inning as we are at Hollidaysburg this evening. Huntingdon up 2-0 early going.
Now batting Trenton Cook, the third baseman.
The little Cook.
The strikeout brings up the third baseman, number 34, Trenton Cook.
Rigby over on first base for Huntingdon. And a swing and a miss. The ball's 1 strike. Well, this is exactly what you're looking for. Another good solid start. Get out and get that early jump. Oh, and there's a well-hit ball, and that's going to be right out to the left fielder. For the third out of the top of the first inning, but Huntingdon strikes first again this evening, just the way you want to do it. 2-0 at the end of the first half inning of play, and we'll be back to Hollidaysburg here on the Air Network now.
Tonight's game, by the way, is brought to you by Rick Singleton Rentals at William Penn Highway. They rent equipment for all your construction needs, including bulldozers, JLG lifts to excavators, and more. Rick Singleton Rentals, heavy equipment for your next project. Call Rick Singleton Rentals at 643-3993 for rates and details. Find Rick Singleton Rentals on Facebook. Also brought to you by Ike Taylor, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers, for the Ike Taylor Show this fall on the Air Network. Ike Taylor, John Harris, and NFL insiders bring you insight to players, games, and information regarding the Steelers and the NFL every Wednesday night beginning this fall. Get the whole story live on the Ike Taylor Show, produced and broadcast exclusively here on the Air Network. Watch for our front page for more details. Now back to tonight's game in Hollidaysburg with Huntingdon Little League All-Stars. It's Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld with all the action on the Air Network, guys.
All right, and we are back, and Ryan Hack getting the start tonight on the pitcher's mound for Huntingdon, and Ryan will be entering the 6th grade at the Huntingdon area middle school this year. He's had 7 years of baseball experience if you go back and count up the T-ball years, and I don't know, here's another one of these guys. Look at that. What's that say, Hunter?
He likes the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll deal with that as long as he does a good job for us out there on the mound this evening. And Matt Adams is his favorite Major League Baseball player. So tonight we want Ryan Hack to be one of our favorite baseball players tonight by giving us another good, solid performance out on the mound. Did an excellent job the other night coming in relief, and hopefully be able to carry on that. I just wonder how much momentum Huntingdon have. Hollidaysburg, this is their first game. Huntington's already got a game under their belt, and it's a win. So that has to be a little bit of a comfort zone, I would think.
Yeah, well, the other night was a great icebreaker.
So we are ready to go, and okay, Coach Lemin outside the dugout getting some final instructions out to his fielders, gathering up the warm-up balls, and we are ready to go. Hollidaysburg stepping in for their first at-bats, and that should be, is that Bozinovic who is
Evan Bozinovic.
Evan Bozinovic, the shortstop, number 22 for Hollidaysburg. And he takes a cut at the first pitch from Hack. No balls, 1 strike. So Hack starts out right in front of the with the lead in the pitch count here in the bottom of the first inning. There's the wind-on pitch, number 2. That one's going to be in the dirt, going outside. 1-1 the count against Bozinovic.
Hack looking to pick up right where he left off the other night in Mount Union.
And that's I'm sure that the coaches would love to see that. And that one just misses just a little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike. He was in the neighborhood on that one, but just needed up maybe another inch or so. But 2 balls, 1 strike here is the first batter for Hollidaysburg is in the box, and they get their first chance at bats. There's a line shot down past the third base coach foul. Just a nice long strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good crowd on hand here. I do think the Huntingdon faithful have the Hollidaysburg supporters outnumbered here this evening.
A lot of Huntingdon fans making the trip.
And a lot of folks who really have no connection as far as having kids or anything in the league. There comes one right out of school. Can you get the souvenir? I was going to give it and hand it to you and see if you could run away with it. They'd have probably tracked us down. I know they'd have hunted me down with no problem. So the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bozinovic, the leadoff batter for Hollidaysburg. 2 down here on the third base side. The winds and delivers. There's a count up that one's back out of play over the press box. So making Hack work here in the early going.
Yeah, running up that pitch count.
And that's not a good thing. We don't want to do that. We like those pitch counts to stay low, especially here with the first batter. And Hack winds, and there's the delivery. Going to be a ground ball over to Carper at shortstop. He throws on to Rigby to retire the first batter. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning for Hollidaysburg.
Not bad.
Ground out brings up the right fielder, number 9, Braden Callahan.
Callahan is stepping in here, left-handed batter. Not a lot of size to him, makes for a small target in there for the pitcher Hack, but he delivers the first one for a called strike, going 1 against Callahan. I noticed the pace of the pitching just a little bit slower here this evening than what Cook delivers. Hack just gives a little bit more time between pitches, and that second one is in for another called strike. 0-2 the count now against Callahan. 1 out for Hollidaysburg here in the bottom of the first inning. Looks in, catcher sets up, and here's the wind. There's a good solid shot out to center field. That one is going to be a ground rule double as it rolls over the center field fence. So got a runner there, the second batter of the afternoon here for Hollidaysburg. Callahan delivers a ground rule double, so he stands out in scoring position for Hollidaysburg.
The ground rule double brings up the pitcher, number 24, Will McConnell.
Not batting the pitcher, Will McConnell.
McConnell's a pretty good sized kid, and he steps in there. Hollidaysburg with a runner in scoring position out at second base after hitting the double.
Ground ball to the third baseman Cook on to first. Rigby.
Nice backup, guys. Nice backup.
He hauls that one in, so there's 2 outs, but the runner does advance. Callahan makes it over to third base on the play, and that's pretty tough here.
The ground out brings up the first baseman, number 14, Mitchell Kratzer.
You can hold him looking back, but you don't have that much time to lift him back. You have to go get the out, and that was exactly the right move. And we've got 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first inning. Kratzer, a hard grounder right out toward third base, takes the bounce. It was a line shot that was low. Took the bounce right there by Cook, and that will break the first one here for Hollidaysburg this afternoon. 2-1 now here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning.
Left fielder number 26, Austin Easton.
Now the left fielder, Austin Easton.
There you go. He steps into the box. A runner on first base, 1 run across, big swing and a big miss. 0-1 the count on Easton. That was a well-hit ball down to third base for the RBI. That thing was there in a shot.
That's why they call it hot corner.
You got that.
Ground ball to the shortstop on the second.
Play, DC. Play, DC.
The lead runner has got the third out there for Hollidaysburg. So we've completed 1, and we're in Hollidaysburg at the Little League Field. Huntingdon up 2-1 over Hollidaysburg, and we'll be back on the airnetwork.net.
This game, by the way, brought to you by Stonetown Gallery, Cafe and Wine Bar, the place for all-day breakfast and a fabulous lunch. Artistic atmosphere, by the way, in downtown Huntingdon at 511 Washington Street. You can also enjoy dinner and music Friday nights on the patio and courtyard. Stop in at their wine bar, hosted by Happy Valley Winery and Vineyards. Stonetown Gallery, Cafe, and Wine Bar, open Tuesday through Sunday, closed Mondays. Like us on Facebook. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Groves of Huntingdon, still in business after all these years, serving the community from our new location at 9154 William Penn Highway. They're right beside Garner's Candies, by the way. Stop by to check out their wide array of office supplies, crafting supplies, along with janitorial and food supplies, and so much more. Groves invites you to stop by to see Jeff and Stacy for all your supplies at Groves' new location beside Garner's Candy. Give them a call at 643-3490 and like Groves on Facebook. It's Huntingdon taking on Hollidaysburg in Little League action tonight. It's the All-Stars underway with Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld here on the airnetwork.net. Guys?
Now are we back?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Well.
All right. Yeah, we were getting a lot of noise on the outside. I think it was going through the speaker of the phone.
Number 1, Ryan Marshall.
Okay, well, we get into action here in the top of the second inning. Ryan Marshall steps in for Huntingdon. First pitch to him is down low. Looks like it just rolled across the plate. 1-0 the count on Marshall. Will Callahan winds on the second pitch here to Marshall. And Marshall puts it in play out to the right fielder. He's trying to turn around. He makes a couple of moves and spins and hauls in the first out of the top of the second inning for Hollidaysburg. Huntingdon's first batter, the leadoff batter in the second inning, flies out to right field.
C.J. Moore batting now.
And C.J. Moore making the right fielder, number 17, C.J. Moore. C.J. Moore this evening is out in right field for Huntingdon. First pitch to him, he swings, kind of reaches across the plate and swings at it. A swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on C.J. Callahan winds and delivers. Strike right down the middle. Moore makes a swing at it, but misses it. 0-2 now the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the in the top of the second inning. Huntingdon at bats. That ball is low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Huntingdon came out here in the first inning and showed that they were going to be aggressive and swinging at the balls and put the ball in play. But Hollidaysburg, they came right back and did the same thing in the bottom of the first stanza. They were smashing that ball and hitting it pretty hard themselves. Okay, the count now 2-2 against C.J. Moore, who's at bat for Huntingdon. 1 down here in the top of the second inning. And that one, another one in the ground, so we run it to a full count. Will McConnell on the mound for Hollidaysburg here this evening. That ball kind of hit the ground, rolled up across the catcher from foot to head, and ended up back at the backstop. And home plate umpire cleans the plate off, and McConnell is ready to deal again here. Moore, line shot out to second base. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Ryan having trouble getting something going here, so now we going to turn things over, I believe, to the left fielder. See what he can do. The lineup brings up left fielder number 7, Josh Hollidaysburg. Josh Hollidaysburg steps in for Huntingdon, see if they can get something going here with 2 outs. He takes a swing at the first pitch and fouls it right back into the backstop. 0-1 the count on Josh Hollidaysburg. We're in Hollidaysburg this evening. Huntingdon winners Monday night drew the game to come here for this second contest for them. This is the opening game for Hollidaysburg in the District 11 North tournament for this season. 1 ball, 1 strike the count with 2 outs against Huntingdon. That one's inside, brushes Hollidaysburg back, steps out of the box. 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like a lot of T-ball going on over there at the field across from us. Looks like the YMCA has lots of people doing that as Hollidaysburg kind of gets around late on 1 and puts a little bit earlier on that pitch and puts it down the first baseline foul. So now we've got a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on the scoreboard here. Huntingdon in the top of the second inning. Huntingdon with a 2-1 lead here in Hollidaysburg this evening. There's a little dribbler back to the pitcher. He barehands him, throws on to first, but Hollidaysburg is able to beat it out. McConnell did make a nice effort on that one. Slid down and barehanded, and threw it while he was pretty much halfway going down to the ground. But
the single brings up the center fielder, number 2, Alec Cooper.
Now we're back at the top of the lineup here for Huntingdon.
With Alec Cooper.
Cooper puts it in play right to the second baseman. He bobbles it off his glove, and everyone's going to be safe. The second baseman, that was Nate Anderson, had it in his glove, but just bobbled out. And by the time he got everything put back together, Cooper was at first, and Hollidaysburg was down at second. So here we go again. Huntingdon back in business with 2 outs in the top of the second inning.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 12,
Dalton Carter steps in for Huntingdon.
Off the back of his helmet.
Harper goes down. He gets hit right in the back of the helmet. Not a very hard pitch. I think it just got away from him. And Harper moves up to first base. Hollidaysburg is at third base. And we got bases loaded here.
With the ever-dangerous Tyson Cook.
And that'll be
that
right
hit
now.
by pitch brings up the second baseman, number 9, Tyson Cook.
Yeah, we got the big Schmonster wall up here. The Sheets Schmonster wall that imposes over the left field line, and we got a timeout. The pitcher going to get a little talking to from the coach for Hollidaysburg, and the infield comes into the mound. And you know that Schmonster thing, they have some kind of a deal if you hit it through the eye out there, maybe a year's worth of free Schmonsters. That'd be a good deal. Didn't get one of those in Huntingdon. Impressive. I guess that's to rival the big green monster up in Boston. So instead of the green monster, they got the red Schmonster here at Hollidaysburg. All right, the conference is broken up on the hill. Umpire said, what you had to say should be done by now. He breaks things up and getting ready to get back to action. Just explaining some of the rules about the taking the timeout and the walk out to the mound. So he will get back to action as Cook steps into bat with bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Huntingdon up 2-1 in this game with Hollidaysburg this evening. McConnell throws the pitch, and Cook puts one out to the center field. And that's going to bring 2 more runs in for Huntingdon. But Harper holds up at second base instead of coming over third. So now you have Harper at second and Cook over at first base. But 2 RBIs, tally those up there for Mr. Cook, and Huntingdon now takes a 4-1 lead
up the
here
first
in
baseman, number 19,
in the top of the second inning, and the single by Cook.
Come on, Jake.
Jacob Wrigley getting the start at first base this evening, left-handed batter for Huntingdon. Runners are once again on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Wrigley pitched one in the air out to the left fielder. Got kind of a late break on it, but had enough time to recover. And hauls in a fly ball to left field for the third out. But Huntingdon again puts 2 more runs up. If you can keep doing that all evening and hold them to 1 run an inning, and you can get 2 runs in an inning, why, that'll make for a successful night. At the end of 1.5 from Hollidaysburg, it's Huntingdon 4, Hollidaysburg 1, on the airnetwork.net.
It's Huntingdon versus Hollidaysburg in all-star action tonight on the airnetwork.net, brought to you by Huntingdon Moose Family Center, 223, serving the citizens of Huntingdon since 1910. The Moose family invites you to become a member and enjoy our various social activities, including Wing Night, the 4th Friday of each month. Also Taco Night and loads of entertainment every week. Find out more about becoming a member of the Huntingdon Moose Family Center 223 by checking out their Facebook page. Also brought to you by Lincoln Caverns, Concert at the Caves is Huntingdon County's premier music festival coming up Saturday, July 9th and Sunday, July 10th. Join us for a rockin' ice-cold summer featuring Trailer Choir, Aaron Parker, Wade Jennings, Waylon's grandson, along with a load of national and regional acts. Concert of the Caves set for July 9th and 10th at Lincoln Caverns, coming up again next weekend. Like us on Facebook for more information and get ready to rock the hills. It's the airnetwork.net. Live from Hollidaysburg tonight is Jeff Speck and also our friend Mr. Hunter Weld. Take it away, guys.
All right, thank you, Mr. Steve, and we are back to action here in Hollidaysburg. Gorgeous night for baseball. We've got tennis courts behind us. We've got a little some action. Looks like about 6 T-ball games going on over by the YMCA, so quite an active place up here this evening, but we're here for the hot ticket. This is Huntingdon and Hollidaysburg District 11 North tournament play for the 11 and 12-year-olds. A lead-off against Wolf to give that an A on the right fielder. That one was hit out to C.J. Moore. He was making the play on it. The ball was in the glove, but rolled out. So Hollidaysburg leads off here with a one-pitch, one-run here in the bottom of the second inning.
Alan Waddle up the bat now.
The center fielder for Hollidaysburg steps in for his first at-bat this evening, and he watches a called strike 1 for the first pitch to him this evening. Ryan Hack on the mound for Huntingdon, the gentleman who came in relief Monday night in Mount Union. Hack delivers the second pitch to Wadle, and no strike there. That was a ball down low, 1 ball, 1 strike, with no outs and a runner for Hollidaysburg on first base here this evening. Hack delivers the pitch, fouled over toward the Hollidaysburg dugout down the first baseline. Hack goes and retrieve the ball. Now leads in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got the chanting going on. That's Little League baseball. You don't hear that anywhere else.
No, got that Little League chatter.
Ooh. Nice pitch. Just must have been just a little bit on the high side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. It's so easy to be a great umpire hanging over the fence, 50 feet away. But that one is low and outside. Runs it to a full count. The runner was showing like he might take off on that pitch, but thought better of it and was able to get back into the base. No throw down there. He was over to cover and holding back on. with a full count here. No outs, one runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back to the backstop. Hangs in there at 3-2. And early going whenever the batters are up there battling and running these counts through and getting those extra pitches thrown in. That's something that, unfortunately, usually comes back to haunt you if you're a starting pitcher in these contests.
Yeah, when you get into the late innings, those 3-2 counts kind of hurt you.
And doing his job there, battling once again, puts the ball in the air. It goes out of play down the first base line, goes outside the fence. So that count remains full, but once again, burning up pitches in the early going here for Ryan Hack on the mound for Huntingdon this evening. He looks in, catcher giving the signal. Everyone's in agreement. Here comes the pitch. A little foul tip. Marshall was not able to hang into the ball to close the deal there, so he will live again. Wade up batting for Hollidaysburg this evening. I think he's fouled 3 off now. So those are just extra pitches in the pitch count, just something you tuck away, and he does it again, back to the box. Hack having a tough time getting this retired, and the batter having a tough time finding something to put in play. Just a classic battle for count remaining full, 3-2. Runner over at first base, he's not showing much about actually wanting to advance, and after the pitch in, there's a ball inside, and that'll issue the walk. So now Hollidaysburg in business with 2 runners on with no outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Third baseman number 15, Jake McGinnis.
Jake McGinnis stepping to the plate.
Okay, Jake McGinnis, the catcher. Marshall looking over to the dugout, looking for what kind of a pitch they want to issue here. And here comes the first pitch to McGinnis, and he fouls one off the catcher's mask. Ends up down the third base line. Marshall comes out, scoops that up, will throw that out to Hack. And so we're seeing a lot of foul balls here in this same bottom of the lineup. This is their own kind of damage. Even if they're not putting the ball in play, they're up there doing battle.
Yeah, Huntington hoping that costly error on the first pitch doesn't.
Well, that first batter, when they get on but at least he got on by hitting the ball. It really upsets me whenever they're issued a walk and get a freebie to start an inning. But here you are with no outs and runners on first and second for Hollidaysburg. Count is 1-1, and there's another foul ball. Hope they have a lot of balls in the umpire's pouch back there this evening. Of course, in Little League, they get returned. And that ball goes foul, and the kids go running to scoop it up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count against McGinnis, and this one's going to be in foul. Dalton Parker makes a run over from shortstop. And, I mean, he slams head first into the fence over here, full body against the fence, and sending back. The fence did not give a bit, but Dalton, a tough kid, he's standing up. There's all the coaches, umpires coming over to check on him here, but he really hit that fence hard. Over trying to make a nice aggressive play here for Huntingdon, but was not able to get the ball. Ball just ends up outside the fence, but Harper just slammed into that. But right now, why the concern is just making sure that he's safe and in good shape to continue, and he's giving the signal, hey, I'm okay, I'm playing.
Kid's got heart.
He does, man. He covered some territory there in a hurry, and I mean he was a full gallop when he ran into the fence. And,
yeah, had the ball in his glove, and then the fence just knocked it out.
Yeah, that fence didn't budge an inch, and I mean he hit it hard. So credit to him that he's still standing. He's hanging out there, and we're back to action. And Dalton Carper is going to stay right there at shortstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Hollidaysburg at bat. That pitch ends up low. 2-2 now the count. Huntingdon looking for an out, and I got to tell you, Carper made every effort he could to haul that one in.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fly ball from the pop-up second baseman moving over, and he's calling for it, and he's got it. Makes the play basically out not even short right field. He covered a lot of territory out there in the right field and was able to haul that in. Tyson Cook making that play for Huntingdon. So there is one down. The runners hold at first and second. We play here in Hollidaysburg. Huntingdon and Hollidaysburg.
The flyout brings up the second baseman, number 7,
Huntingdon up with a 4-1 lead. And that'll bring up the last batter in the lineup here for Hollidaysburg.
Nate Anderson, second baseman.
Second baseman steps in here. You want to see if he can maybe advance some runners. He puts a shot down to third base. Cook will tag the base and throw on to first base to Whitney for the double play and ending the threat. And that's some nice work. That's good aggressive heads-up thinking by these young men here for Huntingdon. So Huntingdon gets out of a jam with runners on first and second. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it is Huntingdon 4 and Hollidaysburg 1. And we'll be right back here on the airnetwork.net.
And tonight's game is brought to you by Prayer Mountain Monuments on 4th Street, Huntingdon, specializing in laser etching of memorial headstones. Our pre-planning consultations are free of charge, and you can select from a variety of monument styles. Prayer Mountain Monuments open Monday to Thursday, 9 to 4, Fridays from 9 to 3, evenings and weekends by appointment. Call Prayer Mountain Monuments at 669-1316 for more information on a lasting memorial. Also brought to you by Fike Brothers Carpet One at 170 Penn Street in Huntingdon. They're your #1 choice for flooring. Transform your home or business with a wide variety of flooring options. Visit our newly expanded showroom to see our huge selection of types of flooring to suit your needs. Fike Brothers Carpet One at 170 Penn Street, Huntingdon. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Visit them on the web at FikeBrothersCarpet1.com. And now back to more of the All-Star Game with the Huntingdon Little League All-Star Team, brought to you by the airnetwork.net. Here's Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld.
Some other part, but we're back here, and I think still some concern over Dalton Carper, looks like, Hunter.
Yeah, took a tough shot with the fence. The fence don't give.
It did not give an inch, and I mean, he hit that full force, and he's still getting some look over. Marvin down has a look, and one of the Huntingdon fans here this evening, and she's down there taking a look as well. And so Dalton and any kids, they're going to play. They want to play with those, and this is their shot, and this is their chance. But that's still something though the umpires, the coaches.
Leading All-Stars is the pitcher number 32, Ryan.
Condition are safe to play. They'll not be out on the field.
No, a lot of heart in these kids.
Ryan Hack, the pitcher for Huntingdon, steps in to lead off the top of the third inning for Huntingdon. Fouls one down the first baseline, and the first baseman, Mitchell Kratzer, tried to make a play on it, came up about a step short, so no balls and 1 strike here to start the top of the third inning. Ryan Hack in batting for Huntingdon, and that one is up high, just about helmet level. 1 strike. Looks like Dalton brushed everyone off, but I'm okay. Oh, Hack, a big swing and a big miss, and there's a little bit of oomph behind that one. McConnell delivered some hot sauce on that one for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball to the shortstop, and can't make it back.
And there's another. He had the ball, and it looked like he stopped it with the tip of his glove, and it was caught against the tip of the glove in the ground, and was unable to pick it up. And Hack beats out the throw to first base. So Huntingdon in business here in the top of the third inning. No outs with a runner on first base.
Bringing up Trenton Cook.
And Trenton Cook steps in here to bat for Huntingdon.
Number 34,
McConnell can deliver with him. Here's the pitch. Oh, a big swing. He was way out in front of that one. I think he was done swinging before the ball hit the catcher's glove.
I think he was looking fastball and got something off speed.
Yeah, he definitely got off speed on that one. That's for sure. One strike against Cook. And there's a called strike. 0-2 now. And this is the Trenton Cook variety. We have Tyson and Trenton, and Tyson's the one up to bat right now. He pops one up. Trenton's up, excuse me. He pops one up to third baseman, and he's able to easily haul that one in. So that'll bring the first out up on the scoreboard here in the top of the third inning for Huntingdon.
Marshall at the plate for Huntingdon now.
Okay, the catcher, Ryan Marshall. See if he can advance the runners, find a...
The flyout brings up the catcher, number 1, Ryan
runner on
Marshall.
first, with one out here in the top of the third inning. McConnell working on the mound for Hollidaysburg, and he delivers a pitch in there, and Marshall's able to foul it back to the backstop. 0-1 the count. Second pitch to Marshall is outside, back to the backstop, and boy, kind of a late start there by Hack, and hesitation again. We saw that on Monday night a couple of times, and that hesitation was just enough for the catcher to scoop that ball up that had gone back to the backstop and make the throw down to second base, and the tag is applied, and all of a sudden there are 2 outs, no runners on for Huntingdon.
Shot right back to the pitcher.
Wow, that takes care of that. Huntingdon goes down 1-2-3 after we did have a runner down there on first base, but at the end of 2.5 innings of play now, it is Huntingdon 4 and Hollidaysburg 1 in this District 11 North All-Star game. And we'll be back to Hollidaysburg on the AirNetwork.net.
And this game is brought to you by M&T Vacuum Systems in Huntingdon and Lewistown, repairing all makes and models, vacuum cleaners, and also carrying belts, bags, and parts for all models as well. Select M&T Vacuum Systems for all your needs when it comes to vacuum cleaner repairs or products. M&T Vacuum Systems open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. weekdays in Huntingdon and from 11 to 5 Tuesday to Saturday in Lewistown. The game is also brought to you by Brenneman's Meat Market, celebrating their 70th anniversary and providing Huntingdon County with USDA processed pork, beef, and chicken. Brenneman's, the home of quality meats, has convenient locations in Huntingdon and Mount Union. Stop by Brenneman's in Huntingdon from 8 to 3 weekdays, Saturdays from 8 to 3, and Sundays from 7 to 9. Brenneman's in Mount Union, by the way, open Monday to Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 2. Plan your next barbecue or picnic at Brenneman's Meat Markets. Now back to Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld.
Okay, thank you. We are back at Hollidaysburg, and I'll tell you, Carper is out there at the shortstop, and that's one of the people who didn't look at him. He's going to have a black eye. Well, I don't think the way he hit that fence, black eye's not all he's going to have. He's going to feel some things. Probably come tomorrow morning. He's probably feeling some things now, I think, Hunter. That was a shot he took trying to get that foul ball hauled in, but to his credit, he's standing out at the second base, taking some warm-up tosses and waiting for the toss down from the catcher. And we will be ready for action here in the bottom of the third inning with Huntingdon with a 4-1 lead. And Hollidaysburg, who do we have stepping in here? We're back. Should be back up at the top of the lineup for them.
Yeah, with Evan Brzezinovich.
Okay, and
leading off for Hollidaysburg
he is the shortstop for Hollidaysburg. So his second at bat this evening here in this contest. Ryan Hack working the mound for Huntingdon. Delivers the pitch. It is low, down around the ankles. 1 ball, no strikes to start out the bottom of the third inning. Hollidaysburg finds itself down by 3 runs here just about midway through the game. There is a shot. Now make it 4-2 with one swing of that. Brzezinovich is able to put one out over the fence between left field and center field. A well-stroked ball, and now they've cut that lead in half. 4-2. Hollidaysburg is trying to climb back here in the bottom of the third inning with a shot like that. You can do it real quick. Thank goodness he was the first batter of the inning. No runners out there on the bases for him.
Yeah, shot like that.
The home run brings up the right fielder, number 9,
shame that Braden have anyone else on. He would like to have some guys on.
We'd like to, but from Huntingdon, I kind of like it the way it was set up.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back in business. I think this will bring up, I believe, Callahan, the right fielder.
Yeah, Brendan Callahan.
Okay, Callahan, and he looks at a called first strike. Hack will be coming back in here, trying to settle things down for himself and say, hey, that was a one-time deal, but that one just skips across the plate. 1-1 the count.
Callahan had the ground rule double last time up.
Yeah, that little bouncer over the center field fence and ended up out at second base. Kind of a one of the shorter kids on the team, but that means nothing when you've got got some muscle and some heart, while you can still do some damage as he did back at his first time at bat here this evening in Hollidaysburg. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. He lifts one in the air, and it looks like center fielder is going to haul that one in for Huntingdon. Alec still keeper out there in center field for Huntingdon. He's able to get the pop-up and brings up 1 out and brings up to the plate.
The flyout brings up the pitcher, number 24, Will McConnell.
Will McConnell, the pitcher.
Will McConnell steps in here for Hollidaysburg, number 24.
Pitcher trying to help his own cause.
And I think he may just have done that. Will McConnell doesn't do help his own cause. He follows suit and smashes a home run out over the bleachers out in left center field. So Hollidaysburg with the long ball. Their team's playing the short ball. They're playing the long ball right now with 2 home runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-3 now the score, and so they've gotten on to Packers on the mound, and manager Marty Everett takes a walk out to the mound and going to try to settle his pitcher down. Has the rest of the infield gathered around him just to settle down, get things back. But, when you come into these games, both teams come in facing pitchers they've never faced before, whereas during the regular season, you get kind of used to who all the teams are pitching. So, you have to make that one time through sometimes to get things going. And Hollidaysburg's credit, they've got things cranking here at the moment.
Yep, Mitchell Kartzer.
Yeah,
the home run brings up the first baseman, number 14, Mitchell Kartzer.
This might be the biggest kid on the field. He is a well-put-together young man for a 12-year-old, and he's definitely got the build that looks like he could probably do a little damage on his own. First pitch is a ball delivered to Kartzer. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Hollidaysburg with 2 home runs climbing back in this one. 4-3 now the score. Hack delivers another one in the dirt by home plate, so the count now 2-0 against Kartzer. A little bit rattled out there, giving up 2 long balls. He hasn't seen that a lot this season in the Huntingdon League. And another one in the dirt, 3-0. Quickly 3-0 up to Kartzer, way out in front in this count.
Yeah, Hack didn't give up too many home runs, but when he did, the first baseman was the one doing it.
Yeah. There we go. Now I'm hooked back in. I don't know what happened there. Kind of. Maybe that's a clue. Time to shut up. Microphone's back in. We're back in business. Hack delivers on the 3-0 count and make it 4 balls. Issues the walk to Kartzer on 4 pitches. So that's not good news. So Hollidaysburg now with a runner out at first. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hollidaysburg on 2 long balls this inning.
The walk brings up the left fielder, number 26, Austin Easton.
Third base coach for Hollidaysburg. Calls a timeout now. Easton has been announced as the batter. I don't know, maybe they're looking for a pinch runner for Kartzer at first. Looks like that might be the case. Looks like looking for his. Yep, Kartzer's taking a slow trot over to the dugout, and looks like somebody may have just a tad more speed stepping out to the first base. Can't see who that one is. They only have the numbers on the back of the jersey, so can't tell you who that is at the moment. That is the pinch runner on first base. He's back for Hollidaysburg. He lifts a pop-up behind first baseman. Rigby is able to step back.
Tyson Cook,
Tyson Cook making a switch there, and he's able to back up and haul that one in. So that helps the cause out. 2 outs, and Huntingdon right now just wants to get out of this inning with no more damage. And
flyout brings up the catcher, number 4,
Nate Sell. The catcher batting now for Hollidaysburg.
And Hack delivers the pitch to Sell. It's a grounder. Third baseman steps over and gets it on. No, not going to be able to make the play by the time he got the handle on it. Too late, and runner advances to second. We got a runner out on
next one's touched third here.
Now, and Cook just not able to get the play off, and So here we go, 2 outs. We've got runners on first and second. So
a single brings up the center fielder, number 3, Alan Wadle.
Alan Wadle stepping in now for Hollidaysburg.
Wadle off the bat with 2 outs. He looks at a ball for his first pitch here, his second at bat here this evening in this contest. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on for Hollidaysburg. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with Huntingdon holding on to a 4-3 lead at this point. That one's delivered high, 2 balls, no strikes.
Come on, Hank.
Third base coach this time, just drive through it. Just drive through it. He's got a coach has a runner out there. To see get across the plate. Back to
Trying, come on now.
Here we go. 3 balls, no strikes. Hank having a tough time finding a strike here at the moment. Kind of all over the place after these 2 home runs. And Wadle way out in front here, 3-0 on the count. And he strikes a line shot right up the center field, and that will take Frank is the name of the runner who's out on second base. He slides into home plate, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game now here in Hollidaysburg. Hollidaysburg 4, Huntingdon 4. Hollidaysburg doing some damage here in this.
The RBI single brings up the third baseman, number 15, Jay McGinnis.
Against the third baseman, and he sees a ball outside, so he starts off, And Hack not really being able to get a lead in any of these counts here in this inning, and that's got to be a little bit of concern, and he's looking a little bit frustrated out there at the moment. That was a close ball, right across the third base, and it's going to score south, having trouble getting the ball. There left field, also scoring. Hollidaysburg went out to a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Huntingdon and Hollidaysburg going battle in district 11 North action this evening. So this has been a costly inning here for Huntingdon. Hollidaysburg started this bottom of the 3rd inning down 4-1, and now find themselves with a 6-4 lead. And manager Marty Everhart is making out to the pitcher's mound, and balls put in the hands of Don Carper going to take over. I would mention then Hacker moved out to shortstop. Well, that looks like the game plan. So they swapped their positions and had a good start here for Hack in the early going, but this has been an inning. It's worked up a little bit here, and also when you're issuing and playing ball on you, that's unsettling.
Yeah, home runs kind of got him shook up, and then just couldn't battle his way back.
Well, I mean, that's baseball. Now, we talk about we are in the District 11 North. Mount Union, Hollidaysburg. Of course, Huntingdon opening up with the win on Mount Union over Mount Union. So Mount Union sits with loss. And one of the teams will also find themselves with their first loss also. And it is double elimination. So out of the champion of Huntingdon, Mount Union, and Hollidaysburg in the North, they will go on to compete against Somerset, West Sabine, Arbutus. That's the team that was formerly known as the Southeastern team. So what will happen here, the last team standing in the North will meet the last team standing in the South, and that's how we will be the District 11 champion for baseball for this year. So it's baseball to go here. Huntingdon on now 6-4. So they're not out of it by any means. It's one nice thing that Huntingdon does have the batters have the sticks that they can come back and to answer this threat here that goes right now.
Let's go, Dog.
Yeah, Huntingdon just needs to knock one down and get it out.
That's what we need, and sometimes that third out, that's the toughest one to get in the inning or at the end of the ball game. And soft challenge with at the moment. There's 2 outs, and Hollidaysburg with another runner in scoring position at second base.
Brings up the second baseman, number 7, Dave Anderson.
Dave Anderson, he should get the fielders back and get the foul strike. Runner was looking to advance over the third, but I'm going to stay right where I'm at. So we've got the ball's 1 strike. That's Anderson as he's down for Hollidaysburg into this 3rd inning. And the route to shortstop and makes the out of first base. field over there. So the runner moves over from second to the third. And then on the third ball, they try to runner coming from second, going over to third. From the front right here in front of us. I thought we were going to maybe eat a baseball here, but that scores the runner, and that
brings up the shortstop, number 22.
So now Huntington down 7-4 here in the bottom of the third inning, just looking for a way to get out of this mess that's been created. Puts the glove out and around to show the umpire. Big smile. That was a little boost of confidence there, getting the time shut down to him. Huntington has some work because they will step up to the top of the fourth. Hollidaysburg scores 6 in the bottom of the inning. Now have a 7-4 lead over Huntingdon, and we'll be back to Hollidaysburg on the airmetro.net.
Meanwhile, the game is underway, brought to you by Rick Singleton Rentals at William Penn Highway, renting equipment for all your construction needs. From bulldozers, JLG lifts to excavators and more, Rick Singleton Rentals has heavy equipment for your next project. Call Rick Singleton Rentals at 643-3993 for rates and details. Find Rick Singleton Rentals on Facebook. Also brought to you by Groves of Huntingdon, still in business after all these years, serving the community from our new location at 9154 William Penn Highway, right beside Garner's Candies. Stop by to check out our wide array of office supplies, crafting supplies, along with janitorial and food supplies. So much more. Groves invites you to stop by to see Jeff and Stacy for all your supplies at Groves' new location beside Garner's Candies on Route 22 West, Huntingdon. Call them at 643-3490 and like Groves on Facebook. Of course, it's Little League Baseball. It is all-star action tonight, Hollidaysburg in Huntingdon. We are working on some technical things, of course, because of the internet and some other problems. We'll get back to you in just a moment. Keep it here. All right, we're back. Let's try it again. Here's Jeff Speck and also Hunter Weld. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, hopefully we're up and rolling. I'm not sure, and we've had some damage here by Hollidaysburg again here in the bottom of the fourth inning with a home run with one runner on, so they now jump back out to a 9-7 lead. 2 balls and no strikes with one out, and looks like Sell is the batter here for Hollidaysburg at the moment. They have one runner on second base. And to get you caught up here while we're dealing with some technical issues. There's a slow grounder out to second, and not going to make that play in time either. Sell is able to beat that out, so now runners on the corners. McGinnis on third for Hollidaysburg, and Sell over at first base. And that brings Waddell up for Hollidaysburg.
Brings up the first
one out, Huntingdon finds himself in a jam here again. Dalton Carper on in relief on the mound here for Huntingdon, so Hollidaysburg showing that, hey, we're going to come right back and slap you here again here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, Hollidaysburg got some big bats.
And that pitch is outside, 1-0, and Sell moves down to second base. So now Hollidaysburg with runners in scoring position at second and third with one out. 1 ball, no strikes against Waddell.
Sounds better there. Sounds better there.
And does the wind up, and that one gets past the catcher, and Carper comes in and catches the. I think we're still in here. I'm not sure.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. There we go.
All right. We just wanted to get rid of that crowd noise in the background, and I think you got rid of it. Go ahead.
Okay, there we go. All right, so delivers a pitch. Now 3 balls and no strikes against Waddell, who's batting, and first base is open, but that doesn't mean you want to issue a walk, that's for sure.
No. Can't allow another base runner.
Hollidaysburg runners on second and the third. And he does issue a 4 pitches to Waddell, and he ends up out on first base, so bases are loaded here for Hollidaysburg.
Number 17, Andrew Rennick.
Looks like Andrew Rennick is the Rennick, I believe, is the batter now for Hollidaysburg. Not one of the starters, one of the platoon players, and he takes the first pitch and fouls it back over the backstop and not over the out of the facility here at Hollidaysburg. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded for Hollidaysburg as they battle ahead and go back up in front, 9-7. Carver throws a low one in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Huntingdon just needs to settle down here and get things done. But I'll tell you, when Hollidaysburg's coming up there and throwing balls out over the outfield fence, and not much you can do about that. 2 balls, 1 strike now. The count out is low and outside. There's no room out there anywhere. You can't put another one out there and give them a free base because that's going to send McGinnis home if you issue another walk here at this point. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Huntingdon and Hollidaysburg. Hollidaysburg at bat. Out to second base on the can't make the connection out there either. Boy, things just falling apart here. Second baseman gets the ball, tries to toss it over the hack shortstop, covering the bag, and that ball gets away from him wide, and that scores a couple more here for Hollidaysburg. So things not going the Huntingdon way here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just looks like the wheels are, if they're not off, they're at least loose at the moment.
Yeah, Harris and Will Kelly.
Definitely doing the damage here right now. Hollidaysburg now with runners on first and second. Left-handed batter steps in here for Hollidaysburg. Oh, he takes a nasty hop against Hack, but boy, hits him right in the throat, it looks like. But credit him, he sticks with it, picks the ball up, and gets the lead runner on a force out at third base. So that'll put Wader over to the dugout, and Hack another showing his toughness. Yeah, I just took a hard one to the throat, but
the fielder's choice brings up the catcher number 22, and then
Brzezinich now the leadoff batter back up at the plate here for Hollidaysburg. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pops one back behind the Hollidaysburg dugout. Goes off one of the light poles here at the field. No balls, 1 strike. Huntingdon just needs to find this third out here in a hurry and limit this damage and get back in and play catch up one more time. Carver delivers a ball on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. The shadows are getting longer here all of a sudden this evening. A lot more comfortable this evening than Monday down in Mount Union. That was just miserably hot and humid tonight.
Yeah, that was a scorcher.
Tonight, a little breeze blowing and things going well. And there comes a foul ball right between the third base bag and the third base coach. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Huntingdon and Hollidaysburg. Hollidaysburg has taken a 11-7 lead. Couple of long balls here again in this inning, and some Huntingdon being generous with committing some errors. Plays that really look kind of simple, but when that adrenaline kicks in sometimes, you just don't complete what looks routine and normal. So we got 2s across the board again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Carver hoping to just set Brzezinich down here right now on this pitch. Here's the windup. And the delivery, and that's going to be one that's going to go back and off the deep monster wall out of the left field. Right about halfway up, and that's going to score 2 more runs for Hollidaysburg. With that big double off the deep monster wall in left field here at Hollidaysburg, and now all of a sudden Hollidaysburg finds itself with a 13-7 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Huntingdon just trying to find that third out here. Hollidaysburg, we talk about the bats that Huntingdon have. Hollidaysburg,
the RBI double brings up right fielder number 9, Braden Callahan.
The damage.
Yep.
Boy, and there's a straight ball over the glove of the second baseman. That one makes it out to the wall. Brzezinich is going to score standing up easily, and the batter in with a stand-up double now, 14-7 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And right now, Huntingdon just hoping to get out of this and have another chance to bat.
The RBI double brings up the shortstop number 24, Will McConnell.
Score right now as Hollidaysburg just pounding the ball all over the place, and it played just a little bit of assist with some some errors for Huntingdon, so that certainly didn't help. And
Hollidaysburg encroaching on their big bats, too.
They certainly are. So McConnell steps up to the plate here for Hollidaysburg. Dalton Carper working the ball, getting a little groove in the grip in his glove. He winds and delivers. That ball will be low. We'll start off against McConnell. 1-0 the count. And the Callahan out on second base running for Hollidaysburg. He doing a little fancy dancing there, and the third base coach just told him, just gave him the hand signal. Get back on there. We don't need anything fancy here at this point. Just stay where you're at. Don't do something silly and get yourself picked off. 1-0 the count on McConnell. Carper with the wind and the delivery. And that is low and in the dirt. And coming down to third, and Callahan will slide in under the ball. Cook tried to get the ball down and make the tag, but Callahan gets in there, so he advances from second to third. So there's another run sitting right out there looking down at home plate. McConnell's seeing if he can deliver something here right now. He's out in front, 2-0 the count. They've got 3-0 now. Carper low on that pitch. Umpire has to come out and do a little house cleaning there, get the plate all dusted off so we can see it again. A lot of dirt, unfortunately, being laid on that thing here in the bottom of this inning.
Yeah, the errors by Huntingdon are helping to extend the inning.
And you hit that right nail on the head and look out. That one's not even close. That one goes out pretty close to center field. And that's going to bring some more runs across here as McConnell he's just blasting one out there. So now the score is 16-7. Huntingdon finds himself in a big batch of trouble here in the moment. And, Carter's asking for the manager to come out. Maybe he's just not feeling it, and Marty Everhart's going to hand the ball off to the third baseman. Carper will move over to third base, and we'll have a new pitcher on the mound here for Huntingdon. So Carper is he'll move to shortstop, so that'll probably move Hack over from short to third base, but Hollidaysburg just hammering the ball here this evening. There's no other way to say it. They are just pounding the ball, and they are going yard. Seems almost at will here at the moment.
Yep, they're putting the bat on the ball, and it's flying.
Sometimes you run into one of these games and run into a team like this, and that last blast by McConnell, there's a tree out there. I don't know. I'd probably put it at maybe 30, 40 feet. It's probably 20 feet beyond the outfield fence, and I'll tell you, when that sucker went through the tree, it wasn't really coming down too much. It was a long shot, and it was probably 30 feet up that tree. So that ball was just peppered and got out of here in a hurry. I don't think any of the outfielders,
Ladies and gentlemen, get out your
50-50
tickets.
Not going to be play on that one, and now you have Kratzer stepping back up here for Hollidaysburg.
He already has a long bomb.
Winning 50-50 number is
one more swing here right now. The score is 16-7. That's not a good position you want to be in.
Again, the winning 50-50 number is 2.
Yep, one swing of the bat, he could hit a walk-off home run.
Claim your prize at the concession stand. Thank you.
Hopefully, we've got Cook out on the mound now for Huntingdon, and hopefully he can find that third out. And as I say it over and over, third out would be the top one. You saw that this year with Juniata Valley with their high school team. They had battled back, and found themselves with, I think it was a 2 or 3 run lead in the bottom of the 7th inning in that game, and got 2 quick outs and ended up losing the ball game. That third out is a tough one to gain sometimes, but Huntingdon, they're just looking. They need a third out here in a hurry and need to come back in. They've got at least 2 more at-bats if they can get off the field here without Hollidaysburg scoring anymore.
That 2-run home run brings up the pitcher number 14, Mitchell Kratzer.
So Kratzer steps up to the plate and looks like he's going to. No, not ready to. Umpire's not set yet. Now he'll give the signal up to Cook that we're ready to go. Kratzer settles in. Everyone is set, and here's the first pitch to Kratzer. A big swing, but he was about a foot off of that as that ball just sank as it got the got to the plate, and he was swinging at nothing but air. 0-1 on Kratzer. The second pitch, he'll put a grounder down to third base. Hack goes on to first, and that will retire the side. So you live to play the fifth inning here, and Huntingdon's got some work to do. They got a lot of work to do here in Hollidaysburg, as Hollidaysburg has a 16-7 lead as we go into the fifth inning. After 4 from Hollidaysburg on the airnetwork.net.
And we have had some technical problems tonight, so please bear with us. As always, the internet is not our best friend.
Let's see if we you're back here now.
You're back, buddy. You're back.
Okay, Ryan Hack steps up here to lead off the top of the fifth inning for Huntingdon. He shows bunt on the first pitch and gets past him. 0-1 the count. And here comes the wind and the pitch by Kratzer. That one will miss. Again, there's 2 balls and no strikes now on Hack. Huntingdon needs base runners, and they need a load of them. They need them in a hurry here as we move into the top of the fifth inning, down 16-7. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Those shadows are getting long here, Hunter.
Yep.
All right, evens it up. 2-2 now is the count. Hack watches a called second strike go across the plate. We open up the play in the top of the first inning. Hack swings, foul nip. Catcher is not able to seal the deal and hold on to it, so he'll be able to stay in there and get at least another swat at it here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 16-7 Hollidaysburg lead as we're playing Little League Baseball. 11 and 12-year-olds in District 11, the North Division. Hack fouls another one back to the backstop.
Huntington looking for some way.
They need to get some runners on and go from there. You just have to battle back. You cannot afford to hang your head here at this point. And Hack gets a full count now. That one a little bit high. 3-2 the count. Kratzer winds. Here's the delivery. Hack puts one in the air. It's going to be out to center field. I don't think anyone's going to get to it. No, they're not. And that ball will bounce out to the fence, and Hack finds himself in at second base with a leadoff double for Huntingdon. So that's what you need. Hey, folks, it's not over yet. Hollidaysburg did it to you. Now you need to return the favor and get yourself right back in this thing.
Yeah, Trenton Cook.
The double brings up the pitcher, number 34.
Trenton Cook looking to do something.
Trenton Cook took over the duties on the mound here in the bottom of the fourth inning, so he would like to return the favor here a little bit against Hollidaysburg. And Kratzer puts that one right down the gut. 0-1 to start off here against Trenton Cook. Keep my Cook straight. It shouldn't be hard to do. They're a little mismatch in size.
Yeah, one's about 6 foot, the other's about 5-0.
Well, they swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count very quickly here on Cook. As Kratzer must be feeling, because he's getting that ball on his glove and he's ready to go before the umpire's ready. And the umpire's telling him right now, you just wait for me. I'll give you the signal. Batter wasn't in the box. And as soon as he gets the signal to go, he winds and delivers. And Cook puts that one back to the backstop. That remains 0-2 here with no outs. A runner in scoring position out on second base for Huntingdon. Like to just get things started, get him across, and see where it flows from there. Kratzer winds. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's funny watching these kids. Some of them have their routine. Cook seems like every time he steps out of the box has to readjust adjust the batting gloves and look down at the coach. Ooh, and that one, strike 3 gets Cook on 1 out here now in the top of the fifth inning. Huntingdon just needs to, they need to put a few across here and give themselves a breathing room to maybe stave off Hollidaysburg ending this one early here tonight.
Yeah, got Marshall at the plate now looking to do some damage.
And Marshall watches a first called strike coming right down the heart of the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. A runner on second for Huntingdon. Kratzer winds, and there's the pitch. That one just misses on the outside corner. 1-1 now the count. Huntingdon finds itself in a deep, deep hole, 16-7 as we play here in the top of the fifth inning. Marshall lifts one. It's going to be foul, but the first baseman's going to step over by the fence, hauls it in, and now there's 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning for Huntingdon. And stepping up to bat now looks like Moore's build from here.
C.J. Moore.
C.J. Moore. He looks down to Gail Miller down at third base coaching.
The flyout brings up the second baseman, number 17,
put the ball in play.
CJ Moore.
That's what we need.
Need something.
Ratzer delivers one, and boy, he paints the outside corner. A nice pitch there, and gets Moore looking on a first called strike here. And his at bat here in the top of the 5th inning. That one misses on the outside. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, Kratzer's a tall kid.
Yep.
Big, long strides coming down.
Yep. Yeah, he puts that. He has good extension with that front foot. Boy, he's out there. He's out there. He's a little bit past what the other kids have dug in his normal hole, but he gets that ball in his glove. He turns and winds, and now when he puts in the dirt, that the runner's going to hold up at second, will not advance over to third. Count now 3-1. 2 outs here against Huntingdon in the top of the 5th inning. C.J. Moore is in the batter's box, seeing if he can keep this alive here with 2 outs. That one's up high, gets away from the catcher, and too much hesitation by Hack. The ball got away from the catcher, looked like about twice on that one. So on the free pass issued to C.J. Moore. Now Huntingdon with runners at first and second, and Josh Hollidaysburg in now for Huntingdon.
Number 7, Josh Hollidaysburg.
Hollidaysburg looking to get a hit. Try and set up the top of the lineup.
He was swinging there, had a nice pitch. Might have been just a little on the high side, but one that I would definitely have been swinging at. You almost have to protect yourself. 0-1 the count against Hollidaysburg. That's another pitch, and Hollidaysburg lets that one get past him too. A swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just needs something here from Hollidaysburg to deliver. That one is down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good eye on that pitch. Kratzer wasting no time, and he delivers a swing and a miss, 3rd strike against Hollidaysburg. The only good news is we'll be back at the top of the lineup whenever we get back up to the plate here in the 6th inning. I'm hoping that's what we're going to do.
Hopefully we get back.
Huntingdon has them. It's a mess here at the moment, quite frankly.
Yep.
It's 16-7 as we move into the bottom of the 5th inning when we come back. It's Little League Baseball, Huntingdon at Hollidaysburg on the airnetwork.net.
And you're sounding better, guys. Thank you. Hang in there. The game is brought to you by Huntingdon Moose Family Center 223. They've served the citizens of Huntingdon since 1910. The Moose Family Center invites you to become a member and enjoy our various social activities, including Wing Night, the 4th Friday of each month, also Taco Night, and loads of entertainment every week. Find out more about becoming a member of the Huntingdon Moose Family Center 223 by checking out their Facebook page. Also brought to you by Prayer Mountain Monuments on 4th Street, Huntingdon, specializing in laser etching of memorial headstones. Their pre-planning consultations are free of charge, and you can select from a variety of monument styles. Prayer Mountain Monuments open Monday to Fridays. Make that Thursdays from 9 to 4, Fridays from 9 to 3, evenings and weekends by appointment. Call Prayer Mountain Monuments at 669-1316 for more information on a lasting memorial. It is theairnetwork.net. Steve Austin coming back live on July the 11th from 9 a.m. to 11. It's Hot Talk right here. Meanwhile, it's a hot baseball game tonight. Huntingdon Little League All-Stars taking on Hollidaysburg. For more of the action, we've got Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld. Guys, take it away.
All right, well, the hot stove here is burning Huntingdon at the moment, 16-7, as we have Hollidaysburg coming up to bat. Looks like E-Step steps into the batter's box here to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Huntington can't afford to give up anything.
No, there's no margin of error. Nothing you can do here at this point, but play some perfect baseball and get outs and get in here in the get back in the batter's box again. Big swing and a big miss there by E-Step. 1 ball, 1 strike to lead off batter up for Hollidaysburg here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cook on the mound now working for Huntingdon. He winds and delivers, and there's a line shot out to center field, dead center. That thing bounces on the ground, so it just ends up being a long single here for E-Step. But that's the one thing that Huntingdon didn't want to see, a leadoff runner out there, and now we've got who's stepping in there? I think that'll be
Nate Sell.
Nate Sell stepping in here for Hollidaysburg. Hollidaysburg with runner on first base, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and leading 16-7. Here's the pitch to Sell. That'll be a call to strike. Perfect pitch. Kind of inside there would have jammed the batter if he had tried to get around on that one. So it's one you watch go by and you take the called strike. Nice positioning on that one. Allen bounces in the dirt, and that will send the runner two-step down to second base. So now that 17th run is now in scoring position for Hollidaysburg. No outs, 1 ball, 1 strike against Sell. Hook winds and delivers the pitch, and Sell will lift one out to right field, and that one will go across the fence. And a home run for Hollidaysburg. And that will deal things to the close here for Huntingdon tonight. 18-7 the final score. Certainly not what Huntingdon was hoping to do here this evening by any long shot, but Hollidaysburg, they just, wow, you talk about a powerhouse batting lineup.
And that's the end of the game with the final score being Hollidaysburg 18 and Huntingdon All-Stars 7.
Unfortunately, outside the field.
Oh yeah, heads. They had to have had at least 15, 20 hits.
All right, so Huntingdon will have to regroup, and we'll hopefully get some word here before we finish up on the next action. Should be coming up Friday night, and we'll do we have word on that yet? No, not yet, but we're trying to find that out right now. What's going to happen here with the Huntingdon schedule? The final here this evening in Hollidaysburg, shortened by the 10-run rule. Hollidaysburg 18, Huntingdon 7. And the bottom of the 5th is where it ends with no outs against Hollidaysburg at that point. So Huntingdon now finds themselves right there with Mount Union with 1 loss each. Hollidaysburg, I guess you would say, is kind of in the driver's seat with 1 win. Huntingdon has the 1 win, but with double elimination, a 2nd loss, and wraps up the tournament play. So we will return to Hollidaysburg, wrap things up here in just a couple of minutes here on theairnetwork.net.
Hey, what are you doing?
And we'll have a wrap-up of the game coming up in mere moments. First of all, I want to remind you it's brought to you by Fike Brothers Carpet One at 170 Penn Street, Huntingdon, your number 1 choice for flooring. Transform your home or business with a wide variety of flooring options. Visit their newly expanded showroom to see their huge selection of all types of flooring to suit your needs. Fike Brothers Carpet One at 170 Penn Street, Huntingdon. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Visit them on the web at FikeBrothersCarpet1.com. Game tonight also brought to you by M&T Vacuum Systems in Huntingdon and Lewistown, repairing all makes and models of vacuum cleaners, and they also carry belts, bags, and parts for all models as well. Select M&T Vacuum Systems for all your needs when it comes to vacuum cleaner repairs or products. M&T Vacuum Systems open 11 to 4 weekdays in Huntingdon and from 11 to 5 Tuesday through Saturdays in Lewistown. And here with the game wrap and to find out where the Huntingdon Little League All-Stars will be appearing next, it is Jeff Speck and Hunter Weld here, or Hunter Weld on the airnetwork.net. Guys?
I like that. Well, that may be his new nickname,
Hunter Weld. He'll be Hunter Weld on the radio.
The ladies may dig that.
Yeah, Hunter, I just gave you a new name, man. That's your radio name forevermore.
Hey, that's how nicknames and radio names are born. Just a little slip and.
Well, his sister Jennifer is on the air now, right down at Honey 103.
You can claim that's your wife, and you'd be real good. Well, let's see any official word on location. They're looking over at Gary Weld, the president of the Huntingdon Little League.
Okay.
Now, of course, conventional thinking would probably say that Huntingdon has now been on the road twice. Now, with this loss this evening,
they ought to come home
on Friday, but we're not sure on the location. You would think since they were on the road twice, and both Hollidaysburg and Mount Union have hosted a game, and Huntington's played at both those facilities, one would think that in fairness that Huntington should be playing one at home, but we don't know that for sure. We'll have to wait for the power at B, and that would be Mr. Mario Dorr, who was the district commissioner for Little League in District 11. So, Hunter, just a rough night, and there's when the bats are swinging and the balls are flying, some nights you just Huntington was shell shocked.
Yeah. Coming into this, they no knowledge of what Hollidaysburg was or what they were going to bring, and well, now they know what they can bring.
Yeah, they brought it.
Oh, they can hit.
They brought it big time here this evening. Huntingdon, was hanging right in it, had the lead, and was able to battle back, tie things up, but then like Hollidaysburg just found some afterburners and kicked it up a notch, and they just put this thing away. So now the tough thing for Huntingdon will be, and the coaching staff will have to work with these young men and say, hey, this thing is not over. You you have the talent, you have the skill on the Huntingdon team that that they can come and do things. You saw it here this evening. You saw it in Mount Union. They have the bats, but once again, another thing that came into play here this evening. Sometimes when you look to get out of an inning, the old error bugaboo came up and bit Huntingdon.
Oh yeah, errors can and will kill you.
And it may not have been the leading factor in the loss here this evening, but it certainly didn't help and could have maybe limited some of the damage in some of those big innings for Hollidaysburg, just helping their cause and stringing things together and keeping things alive. So we will wrap things up from Hollidaysburg, and as soon as we have the information, we'll get that posted on the airnetwork.net as to where and when the next game is. We know the when. It's going to be Friday. We just don't know the where and the who. We assume it's probably going to be Mount Union should be the opponent. We're thinking that Huntingdon, but once again, until the man who has the final say and determines, we're just kind of guessing and throwing stones out in the pond here at this point. So we'll say enough of that, and wow, enough of baseball here for this evening. Hollidaysburg with an 18-7 win on their home field, and Huntingdon will be playing again Friday night. At this point now, battling to stay alive in the District 11 tournament. Hunter, any final thoughts here on what Huntingdon's facing here and what they need to do?
Huntingdon just has to forget. Don't harbor on this loss. Start fresh and new. It's anyone's game. They gotta deliver.
What's the old saying? Short memory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Short memory. The game like this will be, it'll eat at you a little bit, but at some point you just gotta close the door on it, and you're exactly right, just move on. This one's over and done with, not anything you're going to do about it. Prepare and get ready for the next battle. And we'll let you know through the airnetwork.net what that battle and where that battle will be at. And Steve Austin back in the studio. Thank you again here this evening, and I know the fans in Huntingdon appreciate having this venue available for them for the local sports coverage. That'll wrap it up for Hunter Weld, Jeff Speck at the Hollidaysburg Little League Baseball Field on the airnetwork.net.
Hey, thank you very much, Jeff, and also Hunter Weld. This evening, Jeff Speck and Hunter with all the action here on Huntingdon Little League All-Stars. As he mentioned, game time could be coming up again on Friday night. We'll have all the details on our front page of the airnetwork.net. And we apologize for all the technical problems tonight because of the internet, but we will tell you this, that we'll have this game up on our website tonight again live. Just click on TuneIn, and you'll hear it at 10 o'clock again. And, of course, we'll have it on our front page first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Tonight's Huntingdon Little League All-Star Game, presented by Rick Singleton Rentals, William Penn Highway, Huntingdon, and by the Ike Taylor Show, coming this fall to the airnetwork.net. Hey, the game is also brought to you by Fike Brothers Carpet One, Groves Incorporated, the Moose Family Center at 223 Huntingdon, Brannaman's Meat Markets, Huntingdon, and Mount Union. Also brought to you by Prayer Mountain Monuments. Concert at the Caves coming up July 9th and 10th. That's next weekend. Also Stone Town Gallery, Cafe, and Wine Bar. The game is also brought to you by Cloud Minders in downtown Huntingdon, M&T Vacuum Systems, Huntingdon and Lewistown, and by the Huntingdon County Drop-In Center right there at 512 Washington Street, where they always have their Fresh Food Express available to everyone the fourth Wednesday of each month. And, of course, again, thank you for listening to the airnetwork.net. We encourage you to get out and watch the youngsters play from time to time. And, of course, we appreciate you tuning in to the Air Network, the home of the Bearcats, coming up this fall and throughout the school year. So listen for Bearcat Sports, Ike Taylor Show, Steve Austin coming back on the air again on July the 11th. That's Monday, 9 to 11, and a whole lot more. It all happens here on the airnetwork.net. Thank you very much, and have a great evening, everyone.